Hi, I'm Tim, licensed loan officer, MLS number 1866731. Thank you so much for watching. Today on this video, we're going to talk about 7 easy steps to getting a mortgage. Now, I know there's a lot of information online. There's a lot of videos and things you see on TV and what your friends and family have told you. And you may be confused, like, where do I start? What do I do first? And that's why I'm making this video. And I broke it down to just seven easy steps for you to help you navigate the mortgage process. And all you have to do is write these down and check them right off. Follow these 7 steps. You'll get a home. You have no worries. And I'm here to help you. So let's get into it. Okay, so 7 steps to getting a mortgage. Now, step 1, the very first thing you want to do is choose your lender. The first step in the mortgage process is choosing a lender. This is as important as picking a realtor, maybe more. Be sure to choose a lender that you can trust, that has various loan programs and fits your needs. Now, I'm a lender and I would love to help you, but I may not be licensed for your state. But that's the first step. You don't want to go home shopping first. You don't want to contact realtors first. You don't want to talk to the news and all the other stuff first or check the news. The first thing you want to do is talk to a lender. And what a lender is going to do is ask you about your goals. Find out, what are you looking to accomplish? Are you a first-time homebuyer, or have you bought a home before? What's your max comfortable payment? What type of property you're looking to buy? How much you're looking to spend? How's your credit? What do you have in the bank? They're going to evaluate everything. And that's step 1. Talk to a lender. Find out where you stand and can you get financing, okay? I talk to so many people and they're looking at homes. And I asked them, are you pre-approved? They say no. They're kind of working backwards, because what's going to happen, they may find a home, fall in love with that home, and then find out that home's out of their price range, or that home doesn't fit the loan program, or they don't qualify, things like that. So step 1, talk to a lender and be honest with that lender. That lender is supposed to help you. Their job is to really help you and set you up for success. So that's number 1. Number 1, talk to a lender. Now, what is step 2? Let's see. Step 2, it kind of follows the first one. Get pre-approved, okay? So a lender, after they talk to you, and get your goals and payment and see what they're going to accomplish, and if that lender can help you, they're going to get you pre-approved. Now, you will fill out a mortgage application. Now, mortgage application can be over the phone. It can be online. It can be on an app. Personally, with my company, we have an app. So you can do it at the app, or you click on the link on an email. So it's all online. We don't ask you for personal information over the phone because, there's a lot of stamps. So you click on a button, you see a picture of me, and you just complete that. And the mortgage application is pretty straightforward. 2 years of your address history, 2 years of your work history. They want to see some income documentation. They want to see some assets like your bank information, like for your down payment, and then some W-2s, and then some programs require tax returns, not all programs. But provide that lender with your financial information, such as income, assets, and credit. That's another thing. A lender, after you complete the application, the lender will run your credit. Now, some lenders will run a soft pull that doesn't affect your credit, but some lenders will just do the regular hard inquiry. I personally recommend the hard inquiry. It's the most accurate information. That hard inquiry is good for 120 days, gives you plenty of time to find a home. And then within that 30 days, if you want to, maybe compare pre-approvals with another lender, go ahead and have it ran within that 30 days. You are allowed to have your credit ran at many times within a 30-day period to shop for a mortgage, and it won't affect your credit. Inquiries, but only impact your credit one time. The lender will then pre-approve you for a loan, which means will tell you how much you can borrow and what interest rates. So the mortgage is the lender after is going to tell you kind of, hey, here are the rates today. Remember, the rates aren't set in stone right now because you're just pre-approved. You don't have a property, but they're going to give you an idea of what rate you qualify for, what that payment, your loan amount. So step 2 is get pre-approved. That's step 2, get pre-approved, okay? Now, step 3. Now, this is the fun part. This is one of my favorite parts is step 3. This is one of my favorite parts. And this is find a property or go home shopping. So once you have your pre-approval, you can start looking for the home to purchase. And I recommend finding the home that you really like. Find a home that's, within your goals. Like if you want a backyard, find a home with a big backyard, or you want a spacious kitchen, or you need 4 bedrooms. So this is a good time to look at your wants and needs as you look at these homes and see and ask yourself, can I live here for 5 years, 10 years? Do I like the area? Do I like the neighborhood? Is it close to work? Ask yourself these questions. Does it have a restaurant or gym? Does it fit your lifestyle? So now you get to go property hunting. And before you actually go property searching, I recommend now you contact a realtor, because realtors are great. What a realtor is going to do is they have access to the MLS. So what the MLS is, it's a big database of all these properties hitting the market, off the market, and they can set you up based on your pre-approval criteria to start receiving notifications. So you're bam. And the MLS is more accurate than Zillow and Realtor.com, which most people use. It's more accurate. So you're going to get a property hit right away to your email before it hits Zillow and Realtor.com. So then you could contact your realtor and go look at that home and maybe put an offer in before everyone sees it on Zillow and Realtor in the competition. Remember, timing's everything, especially in this market with a little bit of lower inventory. You want to move fast. So being pre-approved means you got your finances in order. Now you have a realtor sending you properties, and that realtor can go show you that home right away, and you can put an offer in and get that home. So that's step 3, find your home. And take your time. You're going to spend a lot of time looking for homes, okay? It usually takes 2 or 3 days to get pre-approved, depending if you have all your documents. But you're going to spend at least 30, 35, maybe 40 days looking for a home, and be a little bit picky, but don't be too picky. A lot of times as a first-time home buyer, if you're first time, it may be your starter home. So it may not be your forever home. So it may not have everything you want. But if it has the bulk of the stuff, I would get it. But does it overall accomplish your goals? So be picky, but not too picky. Because if you're too picky, it can be difficult. But find that home you like that fits your lifestyle. So find that property, okay? Find a property. So now we're at step 4. Now, step 4 is you're going to basically apply for a loan, okay? Before you got pre-approved for a loan. Now you can actually get the loan because you have a property. When you're pre-approved, you don't have a property. So now you're going to go back to that lender that gave you a pre-approval and let them know you have a property, you have a purchase contract that you signed, the seller signed, and now you can start getting your loan into process. So you go ahead and give them that purchase contract. You may have to update your pay stubs or your bank statements because it took you a little while to find a home. But now you want to finish up the financing, get that loan. We call it in process. Okay, get that loan in process. That's step 4. Get your loan in process. Now, step 5. You really don't have to do too much. This is something the lender does. The lender will order an appraisal. And what that appraisal is, it's just making sure the property value's there. So if the home is, let's say, listed for $200,000, the lender wants to make sure that home is worth $200,000. So the lender's going to order a appraisal. Now, before the appraisal, I recommend you do something called an inspection. Inspection is optional, and it's something you will order. An inspection, just an inspector comes out and they look at everything. And if you want to know more about inspectors and things like that, check out this video here. where I talk about everything about inspectors. But make sure you do your inspection, and after your inspection, have that lender order that appraisal. So the lender will order an appraisal of the property to ensure that it's worth the amount you're borrowing. So that's step 5. And now we're almost there. We're at step 5. We gotta get to 7, okay? We're almost there. Step 6 is underwriting. What is underwriting? Underwriting is basically an underwriter. An underwriter is the person that approves your loan. They either can approve your loan, deny it, or suspend it. But ideally, in a perfect world, they're going to get your loan approved. An underwriter cannot talk to you because they have to have an unbiased opinion. They can't talk to you. They're not allowed to consider your race and gender, nothing like that. They only look at the documents, they look at the paperwork, and they get you approved. So after underwriting approves your loan, they're going to do something called a clear to close. They call it CTC. A clear to close means you got the thumbs up, and everybody wants a thumb up. You, your realtor, the sellers, they're going to look at everything. So an underwriter will review your application, your documentation, make sure it meets the lending criteria, make sure you qualify, and they're going to give you a clear to close. Now, the loan process can take, 14 days, 21 days, 30 days. It just depends, because every loan is different. After you order your appraisal, they may need a couple more letter explanation. They may need a couple more documents from you. They may have to ask you a few questions. Underwriting sometimes has questions or things they want explained. So underwriting, it really varies. But normally an underwriter can have your loan approved, I would say, in about 4 or 5 days. Also, you do need title work, and that title has to come back. So some things in the background. But from your part, make sure you give that lender everything they need. Make sure you respond to their emails and calls, because the lender needs something. Get it to them right away so underwriting can have that, document that, and get you that clear to close. So after you do your inspection, give the lender everything. You kind of just sit back. Don't be nervous. Just sit back and wait. You're going to be approved and everything's going to work out. And then step 7, that's called closing. Now this is the exciting thing. Closing means that you go to a title company or a realtor company. It could be anywhere really, but you meet with a notary. And what a notary is going to do is have all your documents there, and they're going to explain it to you. They're going to be, hey, this is the seller disclosure. This is the mortgage note. This is this. And they're going to have you sign everything. And then they're going to make copies and give you a copy of your closing documents. And then you're going to give them a cashier check, or you can do a wire transfer before, and that's your down payment and closing costs and prepaid. So you can take care of everything, and then you get the keys. So at closing usually takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. You're going to sign some papers. The seller's going to sign some papers, and we're going to go ahead and close this whole transaction, and you get the loan. So once your loan has been approved by underwriting, you attend a closing where you sign your loan documents and pay any closing costs and down payment and wrap everything up. And that is 7 steps to buying a home. Did you have any questions? Yeah, any questions? Let me know. But yeah, that's 7 steps. That's basically talk to a lender first, then get pre-approved, then go house hunting, and then apply for that loan, finish up your financing, and then attend your closing. I make things simple, and that's what I try to do. Make things simple, because I know you just want to live in the home. You don't want all that paperwork, but hey, it's part of the process. But I tell you this thing: once you get your first home, it becomes a lot easier for your second home or your third home or your investment property. So get over that first hump, take that leap of faith. Buy your home, build that equity and wealth, get into the game. You won't regret it. For a long time, I was afraid to buy a home. I was afraid of repairs, but it was me in my head. I finally got out of my head. I bought a home. I love it. My equity is up the roof. So it was a great decision. It wasn't always easy. I had to fix things. I had to learn how to be handy around the house. Remember, I'm a numbers guy. I'm a computer guy. I'm not a handyman, but I had to do some things around the house because that's required. But yeah, if you have questions, you have concerns, drop me a comment. I'd love to answer your comment. Love to help you. Get back. If you're a loan officer, contact me. I've talked to loan officers. I love this stuff. I'm passionate about it. So, but remember, if you like this stuff, you like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'd love to have you. and I'll get you together. Make sure you build some wealth through real estate. Thanks so much. I'll see you again on the next video. Thanks.
Buddha.